All right, drop everything you're doing and come join the circle because we are officially live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our high vibe episode of Global Digital Divas Global Digital Business Talk. So, if you are catching us live from somewhere around the world, or if you are watching the replay, let us know in the comment. Type your city, your country, and drop some energy. We want to see where our global community is tuning in from tonight. So my name is Queenie. I'm from the Philippines, a full-time teacher and a mother of five with one special child. And tonight I will be the host for this evening, afternoon, and morning. We are diving into the topic that is going to speak straight to your ambition. So I've created a team for our digital shift, for our digital business talk tonight today, and how to build a modern legacy without quitting your career. Okay, so let's be completely clear, real for a second. How many of us have looked at at our beautiful, demanding careers, our teaching professions, our 9 to 5 corporate roles, and thought, I love what I do, but I want more.
Mm.
I want, autonomy, professional autonomy. I want lifestyle freedom. And most importantly, I want to build a legacy for my family without, of course, burning myself out. So if you ever felt that tag in your heart, you are in the exactly on the right place at exact right time. So
Yes.
today, tonight, this morning, this afternoon, I am not alone. I am joined by a powerhouse of global, excellent, incredible global digital business partners. Brilliant, driven women who are actively balancing careers, their families, their dreams. They're right here in the studio, as you can see. Okay, so better grab your notebook, tag a colleague or a friend who needs to hear this, and let's get this masterclass started. So, we're keying this off with an ultimate elephant in the room. People often ask, why on earth should I add an online business to my already packed schedule? Now, to answer that, let me bring my partner, Francia. Okay, Francia, the floor is yours, the microphone is yours. Tell us, why is starting a digital business while working full time the ultimate financial power move?
Yes. Well, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Francia, originally from Colombia, South America, and I reside in Florida, Miami, Florida, USA. And I am a mom to four amazing young ladies and grandmother to one. So I am, and it's another granddaughter. So we're a house full of females, so it gets a little crazy at times. So, but I think that's one of the reasons why it was so important for me. I come from an educator background, and so all my life I find myself, teaching, either teaching or learning. And I saw how often it was that, um, we spend so much time at work. We we spend over 40 hours at work, right? And then we come home, we're exhausted, we don't want to do another thing, right? And I remember when this business opportunity came about, I had to put, my life on the balance. Do I want to add more hours, or, add more hours now, or continue to work later, right? And so what to do? Where do I go? How do I even get started? How does that actually make sense when, you want time freedom, but now I'm investing more time And so now I have less time, but I had to come to the realization that it wasn't going to be like that for too long. It wasn't going to be like that every day. It wasn't going to be like that for the rest of my life. If I had to either choose add hours now or work 20 more years, right? How many of us know how much time we have on this earth? We don't know,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
So one of the biggest things for me was making sure that I understood that, making sure that what I was doing was going to make sense, not just right now, but long term, you know? And so the greatest part about starting something right now while you're still working is you're actually start seeing how much more you can do when you are working for yourself. How much more you can learn when you are actually um spending spending your time building something that is going to eventually take over what you're doing, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
for me, it was a no brainer because I said to myself, if I start this now, even if this online business venture, business opportunity, online business, whatever,
Hmm.
even if I started it today, I knew that it was going to be shorter. It's going to take a shorter amount of time to build than it was to continue working. Here in the US, we retire at 62, I think, for women. I'm 50, 53. It's not going to take me 10 years to build my business. I can guarantee you that, right? Because we've seen that it does not take that long. But if I continue, I have to work the next 10 years, right? Because then I'll be retirement ready. And what does that actually mean? It just means that you're going to be able to live off of the amount of money that you accrued over the amount of time that you worked. Nothing more, right? But if I build my business like I'm building it now, I have the potential to actually retire, which means that I would be able to leave everything that I've known and actually earning money without working. And the beauty about this business is I don't have to wait till I'm 62 or 63. I can retire as soon as I feel ready and comfortable to do so. And so, for anybody out there trying to figure out my biggest thing, and I'm speaking from experience, 52 years old, trying to figure out how do I start? Wait a minute. If I start a new job, I'm going to have 20 years in before I can cash out.
Yes, right.
That means I'm going to be 73, guys. No. So for me, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I need something that's going to accelerate where I want to go. It's going to accelerate me. And in doing so, I'm going to have to put aside, maybe I can't put in, 10 hours a day
Hmm.
to build a business, but 1 hour a day might change my outcome from 10 years to 2 years, right? It might change my outcome from 10 years to 5 years. So
Hmm.
for me, it was a no brainer because I saw what the community was doing. I saw what the people were actually building towards. And to leave it as I saw so many people leaving their jobs, their professions, in record time. And
That's
so
right.
I figured, my goodness, if these people are doing it, what's keeping me from doing it? Right. And the thing about it is, if you're not ready, you don't have to commit, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the system that is out there, and you have to be willing to take a risk. If we don't take risks, we don't get far, right? So having a job and building a business alongside of it, it's actually there. I mean, that it's not rocket science, right? You have your job backing you up. You're building your business, and then in I don't know, it depends on, how much you're in it. It can change from 20 years that you've invested in your job. It might just take 5 years to get out of that.
That's right.
So you choose. I chose. We here in this group have chosen.
That's
We're going to
right.
take that risk. So the answer is build it while you still have something to back you up, just in case you decide that it's not for you, or just in case you decide I'm fearful, just in case you decide I'm not sure if this is going to work for me. Start it then. Start it, because it's either you're all in or you're not.
Or you're out. I love it.
So that's what I have.
Yeah, that's truly is powerful, Francia. I love it because as long as you still have that dream, you have to do something, right? While you still can, just like what you did, you said, build something that you know that you will going to, you know, something that you will going to enjoy later on in life
Yeah.
while you still have some backup plans. You don't
Yeah.
need to quit your job right away if you're not
No.
ready, just like what Francia said. Now, yeah, that was very good. I love it. And I truly relate with what you said, right? We are all here still working, but we're still building our digital business. And
Yeah.
yeah. Follow-up question for that, Francia. As you can see, we are only three here, but only me and Francia will going to tackle all the questions that we've been getting from different people, okay, who are also curious about our business. And we have also Genevieve here, who is still actually she's at work,
She's
so
working.
yeah, she's just here to back us up something, okay? And anyways, to follow up on that question, for that for what you have said, Francia, since uh and we always say your 9 to 5 job covers your bill, but the business that you do and after the 9 to 5 job will build your wealth and your the legacy that you want to create, right? So
Yes.
knowing this, you have a full-time job, okay?
Mhm.
How does this digital system allow someone with packed schedule to build a business without burning out? Can you
Well,
enlighten us?
yeah, no, and the thing about it is that's a great question. And the reason why it's a great question is because so many of our business partners in the community, some of them have two, three jobs, right? And they thought, because we're immigrants, my goodness, all of us here are immigrants, and you were sold on the idea that if you leave your country, it's going to be better, right? If you leave your country, things, oh, oh, they're making dollars there, they're making euros, they're making all this, right? But what people fail to inform immigrants is it's really hard. You get homesick. You don't realize that you need not just one job. you need two, you need three jobs, right? And in the midst of that, you still have to keep your mind. You're still dealing with family issues, you're still dealing with everyday issues, but you have three jobs, and those three jobs are driving you insane, right? But deep down within, we are not just any kind of people. Immigrants are a different breed of people. We have dreams because back home, we didn't have that are going to be making the difference. We had dreams. So, because we have all of this, we take on one job, we take on two jobs, we take on three jobs, and then guess what? We say, there's got to be a better way. So, we take on a business.
That's right.
And we take on the business because we say to ourselves, there has to be more than this. There has to be, there are people that are doing it. Why can't we do it? Right? And so we go from one profession to a part time job to another part time job. And then we say, you know what? I'm going to build a business. And the reason why we build a business is because we heard someone somewhere down the line
Mhm.
that they were doing well. Right? And so we say, you know what? They're doing well. Let me go in and find out for myself if this is going to work for me. Right? So we put in, and we say, and we find out once we get into the business that I can actually leave this as a legacy to my children. Wow. I can't leave my job to my children. I can't leave, I can't leave anything literally to my children other than my last name. And, maybe, they had a great mom, but to actually leave them with a business that continue once I'm gone. This business is for generations. And so when I found that out, for me, it was a no brainer. It was a no brainer. Um, because how many businesses can you leave to your children? Not every child is going to want your pizza shop. Not every child is going to run your school. Not every child is going to, but to show them, hey, look, this business, this allows you to make money in your sleep. Who doesn't want that? I asked my daughters, I said, hey, in case they're like, Mom, go ahead and build the business. They said, build the business. Because if this is going to help us, continue, we want you to build a business. Build the business now so that you can enjoy it, and build the business so that our future generations can enjoy it.
That's right.
How can we not? So having building a business alongside of what you're currently doing is different because it affects everyone, right? That job that you have, that might be everyone's headache because you bring home the stress from the job, you bring home everything that has to do with the job. And whereas this business, you're buying time, you're buying moments, you're celebrating, and that's something that is not easy to come by. I left 2 weeks ago. I've been back for 2 weeks now. I left for a month. Where can I do that at a job and be okay? They'd be like,
Yes.
ma'am, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You have just lost your job, right? And so that's the reason why we come here every week and share with you the importance of having something that you can call your own, something that you can build on your terms, something that you can build so that the generations after you don't have to, right? And it's a learning experience. Every day I'm learning something new. Every day I'm being equipped. Every day I'm being transformed. Um, I don't know how many people that are out there watching us actually learn something new every day. I
Mm.
right? I do because we have a community of over 270,000 people that we can learn from. And that's major. And we're learning, even if it's the smallest thing, I don't care. Learning to me is learning. As an educator, as I educate, I love to learn so that I can share the knowledge with others as well. So, in a nutshell, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Build your business.
Yeah, build your business while you still can, while you still have, you know, it's not just you're gonna ask another hour, because you cannot do that. We only have 24 hours. You have to create your time. You have to create the time. You have to create the time for your dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about we're learning every day. Now, in building this digital business, do you think you have to be an expert in marketing, digital marketing, or even being a tech savvy? That would be my last question for you, Francia, for today.
Well, actually, I'm so glad that you asked me that question. When I first, going back years ago, I always thought, oh my goodness, you know what? In order to do anything online, I have to know everything, right? And so it kept me from starting something because I said, well, I don't
Mhm.
have all the tools, I don't know anything, and who's going to teach me? Once I got a hold of this business, and the reason why I saw this business was because I was online, I was on Facebook, and I saw an ad, and I said, you know what, let me check this out. And the person that was on the other side of the ad that was presenting the ad, one of the main things that she pointed out was, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know technology. You don't have to know much. You just have to have willingness, right? You have to want to be trained. You have to want to be taught. You have to want to succeed. And I think a lot of times what we were faced with is that we feared success. We feared success, even though we wanted to be successful. It was like, how can I do that? How can I actually be successful if I don't know anything, right? And so being a part of this community has literally blown my mind. Blown my mind because the system that is in place guides you from your very first step into the um, social media. It guides you into the marketing aspect of it. It guides you into the self development. It
Mhm.
guides you into every area that you would need to be able to feel like, okay, you know what, I can do this. I believe I can be successful. I believe, and it's like everything that you're surrounding yourself with is positive, and you're hearing it and you're believing, you start believing this, you start believing this so much that you just start looking at things and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I can definitely do that. This is something that I can see becoming something that I want to do. Why? Because our founders, they built this business on integrity, right? And integrity is a very big part for me because I don't ever want to be a part of something that is shady. I don't want to be a part of anything that is, lukewarm. I want to be able to stand up and say, you know what, I'm part of this community and I am proud. And that's how I live my life. I live my life, and we come to you guys because we can. We're not ashamed of our business. We're not here trying to figure out, hey, does this work? Does this not work? Oh my gosh, I don't know. We're confident. We're confident
Yes.
because our leaders have shown us that in order for you to attract success, you have to be confident in what you're doing, right? And not only success in a business, but success in your marriage, success in your relationships, success in your family. I mean, come on, because it only takes one spark and you can light up a whole city, right? And having the right connections, having the right now, our girls here love them, love them because
That's,
we learn so much from each other. We learn because our founders said you can only go high and you can only go up if you're pulling someone up with you, right? So it takes our community to come together to build this business. This is not just I'm gonna be the it thing. This is we're gonna be the it thing because as we move up, as we show each other who we truly are, and as we learn, because it's every day we're learning, we actually get to the point where we can say, okay, you know what, I'm learning here. So I don't have to have it all figured out. Just one day at a time, one step at a time, one nugget at a time. And eventually we get to the place where we can say, my goodness, I've made progress. I'm proud of who I am. I'm making strides. I'm bringing some people along with me. And in doing so, we learn that it's better when we do things together.
that's right.
It's better to not have to tell someone, hey, I just went on vacation. What did you do? It's better to say, hey, do you want to go on vacation with me?
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, it's better. It's better. That's what I have.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Francia. Those your words are so powerful. So as you can see, our business is not only, we we are building our business. It's not only because, of course, primary is we want income, but this business has a purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've come to the end of our session for this week. So if you have any question and if you are curious about this digital business, you know where to reach us.
Yes.
If you are watching this from the page of Francia, connect with Francia.
Yes.
Okay? We will guide you all throughout. Don't forget, as Francia have mentioned, you don't have to figure all things out by yourself. Okay, you will be guided. We provide you the tools. We provide you the trainings. Okay, they are all embedded in this business: the system, the mentorship, and the coaching.
Yes.
Okay, so actually, we do have webinars, right? We
Yeah.
offer these webinars for free. You don't have to pay anything. No cost webinar. You don't have anything to lose, but very much a lot of things to gain.
Yes.
Okay. Now, from then on, you decide if this is right for me,
Hmm.
or this is fit for my values, and does it gives credit to my dreams in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. But then, okay, if you're a skeptic, you have to, of course, learn. You do not have to just watch it on the sideline,
Yeah.
right? You have to go in if you want to learn it. Okay, as what I have mentioned a while ago, you have to take the risk. That
Yeah.
is for your dream, not for our dreams, but for your dreams, for yourself and for
Yes.
your family. Okay, we have to get out of our comfort zone. Okay, our life is too short to
Too
stay
short.
stuck. Yeah, very short. Okay, and to play it safe. Okay, you have all the time in the world. You have the freedom to build the options.
Mm,
Okay, in
mhm.
order for you to achieve your dreams in life.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for us now. Okay, I love Francia. What you have all shared.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so inspiring and very empowering. Hope to see you again next week.
Thank you
Okay,
so
bye for
much.
now.
Bye bye. Thank you.